Everyone in the small coastal town knew Daniel Reyes as the quiet school janitor, the man who never raised his voice, never complained, and always kept his head down. But none of them knew the truth. The moment he helped a struggling Navy woman and her frightened daughter, his past, a past he tried desperately to bury, would come crashing back with a single knock on his door. And the knock wasn't from who he feared. It was from someone who would change everything. Daniel Reyes lived a simple life. He worked nights as a janitor at a public high school, cleaned empty hallways, fixed leaky pipes, and earned just enough to raise his little son, Leo, who was now 8. Their life wasn't luxurious, but it was peaceful, and peace was something Daniel valued more than anything. One rainy evening, Daniel left work early because Leo had a fever. As he stepped outside the school gates, he saw someone sitting beneath the bus stop shelter, a woman in a Navy uniform, drenched, exhausted, shivering as she held a little girl close to her chest. The girl looked about 6 and had tears running down her cheeks. Daniel hesitated. Helping strangers was something he avoided. Helping meant getting involved. Getting involved meant being noticed, and being noticed was dangerous for a man trying to hide from a past he wanted no one to uncover. But then the little girl coughed, a small painful sound that echoed in the empty street. Daniel walked toward them. "Ma'am, are you okay?" he asked gently. The woman looked up, embarrassed. "I'm sorry. I don't want to bother anyone. My name's Lieutenant Maya Carter. My transfer just got approved, and I came here with my daughter, Lily. But the base housing got delayed, and we don't have a place to stay tonight." Her voice cracked, not with weakness, but with the strain of holding everything together for too long. Daniel felt the familiar ache in his chest, the same one he had felt when he was left alone with baby Leo, not knowing what to do, how to survive, or who to trust. "You two will freeze out here," he said quietly. "I have a small place. You can stay the night. It's not much, but it's warm." Maya hesitated. Lily looked up, her eyes red. "Mommy, I'm cold." That was all it took. Maya nodded. At Daniel's apartment, he made tea for Maya, warmed soup for Lily, and checked in on Leo, who was finally asleep. The tiny living room felt more alive than ever, like the walls had been waiting for company. As the night deepened, Maya told him her story. She had served for 12 years, juggling deployments and motherhood alone. Her husband had abandoned them when Lily was a baby, unable to handle her demanding career. She never complained, but Daniel saw the exhaustion in her eyes, the weight of responsibility she carried. When it was Daniel's turn to speak, he only shared small pieces, that he was a single dad too, that life wasn't always kind, and that helping them felt right. They talked until the rain stopped. Before sleeping, Maya whispered, "Daniel, thank you. You didn't know us. You didn't owe us anything." Daniel simply smiled. Sometimes strangers show up at the right time. But deep down, a fear stirred, because good moments never came without consequences in Daniel's life. He just didn't know that someone had already noticed. The next morning, Daniel woke early, cooked breakfast, and prepared for another day of cleaning classrooms. Maya insisted on helping, and Lily and Leo instantly became friends, laughing over crayons and old toy cars. For the first time in years, Daniel felt something unfamiliar, hope. But that feeling didn't last long. Just as Daniel reached for his keys, someone knocked on the door. A calm, steady knock. Daniel froze. Memories he tried to bury rushed back, the courtroom, the uniformed officers, the years he spent trying to clear his name from a mistake he didn't commit. He feared that someone had finally found him again. Maya saw the fear in his eyes. "Daniel, what's wrong?" He shook his head. "Stay with the kids." The knock came again, firmer this time. Daniel opened the door slowly. Standing there was a tall woman in a decorated Navy uniform, her presence commanding respect. Her face was stern, unreadable. "Mr. Daniel Reyes?" she asked. Daniel's pulse hammered. "Yes." She extended a hand. "I'm Admiral Serena Hayes. I've been looking for you." Daniel's heart sank. Maya stepped behind him, tense. "Admiral Hayes? What's going on?" The Admiral looked at Daniel with an expression he had never expected, not anger, not suspicion, but gratitude. "I heard what you did last night," she said. "Lieutenant Carter called her commanding officer. She told us how you helped her and her daughter selflessly. We need more people like you at the base." Daniel blinked, confused. I was just trying to help." The Admiral smiled softly. "And that's exactly why we're here. Your background check came through the school system when you first got hired. We know everything: the wrongful accusation, how you fought to clear your record, how you raised your son alone. You've been through more than most, yet you still chose kindness." Daniel felt the ground shift beneath him. "We'd like to offer you a position at the Navy Community Center," she continued. "Stable hours, better pay, full benefits. You'd be helping families like Maya's every day." Daniel was stunned. Maya placed a hand on his arm. "You deserve this, Daniel." He looked at Leo, at Lily, at Maya, and for the first time, he allowed himself to believe he wasn't running anymore. With a trembling breath, he nodded. "Yes. I'd be honored." The Admiral smiled. "Then get ready. Your life is about to change." As she walked away, Daniel felt something inside him break free, the chains of fear he had carried for years. He looked at Maya, who smiled through tears. "Thank you for helping us," she whispered. "And for letting us help you too." Daniel finally understood. Sometimes, the people you save you right back.